Hello, everybody. What's going on tonight, guys? Two thumbs up and only one person in. No people in. Just checking in with everybody, seeing what's going on. Peekaboo, I actually see you. What's going on, Clayton? How's it going, buddy? Erica, how's it going? Eric, how you doing, buddy? Green, what are we doing with the green Cheerios? Where's the green Cheerios? Ted, what's going on, buddy? What's everybody up to tonight? Hopefully everybody's getting the nice weather that we're getting. It's 51. Ralph, what's going on? Doing good. How are you doing? Eric, I'm doing excellent. It's just that time of year, temperature change, everything just kind of, happy. I'm back on morning shifts. Rainy, cold. Flooding, and then you're getting a blizzard. Oof. You guys are going to get more snow. The band for the Cavs are green. Oh, okay. We're taking care of that this weekend. So I just figured I'd throw that in there. They're going to become Steers. The Cavs are doing really good. They're on buckets now, fully. They're off of their bottles. Flooding was yesterday. So you guys are getting a lot of rain then. We were supposed to get rain today. And they kept downplaying it. And I bet you maybe we got 20 minutes of rain. And it was supposed to rain all day. It was actually really nice. It was in the upper 60s today. Like I said, most of our snow melted. Jackie, what's going on? How you doing? I'm sorry I missed your live. I popped in as you were just getting rid of it because it was froze up. Ralph says hit that thumbs up. Michigan Hay Sales, how's it going? Nice to see you here. So now we are, like I said, we're having some really, really nice weather. The only bad thing about this nice weather we're getting right now is the ground's starting to thaw out. And like I said, tried to spread a little bit of manure tonight after work, and it's a no-do. Just tearing stuff up. There's still a little bit of frost in the ground, but you get that couple inches of just muck, and it's just ripping stuff to heck. An inch of rain on a foot of snow. Oof. That's heavy, too. Wow. Mother Nature's got it in for you guys this year. Holy crap. Wasn't I said Cheerios? They're not. That's good, Eric. I like that. What's poppin'? Jordan, not much, buddy. Just gonna chill out with you guys for a little bit. Like I said, I'm back on my days, so I gotta get used to my different routine now. That kind of stuff. Just got back from the barn, checking on everybody. Look up 281 Bridge, Spencer, Nebraska. I'm writing it down. I got a notepad here tonight. Just in case I needed to write something down. Spencer, Nebraska. Okay. Jordan, you saw it on Facebook. Watch that. It is off my ear, Ralph. I figured you guys get a kick out of that. It's like, well, what the heck? It was my own stupidity. I don't know. I didn't think to get it. Well, a pitchfork wouldn't have worked anyways because the ice was like maybe 2 inches thick in that manure spreader. So I thought maybe I could just, bust it up in big blocks. And I ended up nailing a pile of crap. And it found me. Are you close to that bridge? An hour away. So I'll have to look it up, but just pique my curiosity. What happened to it? Did it get washed out? Collapse? Farm Mall Fanatic. Boom! What's in the house? Did you? Seth, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming. Heaven's Gates, Cherry Farm. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in tonight. Sounds bad down there. A bunch of wet, sloppy snow here last night and this morning. Man, all these systems that is hitting you guys is like bypassing us. It just keeps heading north. As soon as it gets to Lake Erie, it just pushes north. So we've been pretty fortunate. We do have slight chance of snow Saturday, but I had little to no accumulation. Samson's Farms. Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy. Cool. Let's see. Sorry, I just got a notification. It takes up half the screen. They issued a state of emergency in northern Iowa. Wow. Man, oh man. Doing Life with Miranda. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Anybody that doesn't know each other, get to, mingle, say hi, give high fives, salutes. I worked all day in a t-shirt. Yes, Farm Mall. At work today was gorgeous. We worked outside all day long. Basically cleaning up our parking lots and servicing equipment, washing equipment. And it was just beautiful. Yeah, I was in a t-shirt all day long too. I just threw the sweatshirt on. Well, I had it on earlier, but I just threw it back on because we were out there messing around tonight. Pennsylvania's getting some nice weather too. That's good. Jackie, you're going to look at a 5140. What kind of brand tractor is that? Is that a Deere or is that a red tractor? I don't know my numbers. Time to get Farm Mall to your farm and muck stalls. No, that's cool, Samson. Thanks for stopping in. It's cool to see new people pop in, weekly, and that's awesome. I live right by the levees, and the water is so high. Wow. New farmer. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Snow quite around here noon. Windy though. Yes, we're starting to get the winds. We're in a high wind warning from 8 tonight till 8 tomorrow morning. It's a Case Magnum. Does it have a cab, Jackie? And a loader like you want? And four-wheel drive? Nebraska is terrible. We are flooded. It's not nice. Roads closed. So please send us your nice weather. I can send you guys I don't want to get rid of all my nice weather because after this winter, I just want the nice weather. But like I said, now we're going to be dealing with a lot of muck. There's a lot of rain projected next week. But we're supposed to be in the upper 40s for most of the week next week. Farmall says he's too old for mucking up cleaning stalls. Farmall, are you going to the farm auction in Union City tomorrow? Because I am leaving work at noon and I'm going to go to that. Be a great video. Yeah. Two-wheel drive cab, no loader. Well, hey, are you going to think about maybe trying to find a loader for it? Typical internet connection, doing the same thing as what it does every live stream. I lose you guys at least 2 to 3 times. Oh, 4M Ranch. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in tonight. I'm definitely not complaining. Yeah. Been busy with work and snow and now mud. Yes, Samson, it's I haven't been in the video mood. Yeah, I haven't really seen. It's been a while since you posted a video. But I got the notification, so I'll be one of the first ones to check it out when it comes out. Tom Jones, hey, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you tonight. Do you know what farm it is in Union City? Oh. No, I don't. I was just going to say, well, I'm looking for the penny saver because I was just reading it last night. Yeah, I believe I burnt the trash last night, so that's. I want to say it's Corey Brown's that's doing the auction, but I could be totally wrong. I just know I know it starts at 1 o'clock. It's a dairy farm retirement auction. Some really nice equipment, a lot of smaller equipment. Now I'm not going there to purchase anything. I'm really curious of what horsepower is going for this year, and hay equipment. You know, they got a nice little, I think it's a 1411 Discbine, and then a 740 New Holland baler. Just really curious of what that stuff's going to be going for. Two-wheel drive is fine. You are looking for a loader. Yeah, two-wheel drive is fine. I mean, I'd take a two-wheel drive cab tractor any day. My 5610 gets around everywhere. Honestly, I don't think I've gotten it stuck once. Yeah, Clayton, isn't almost your bedtime? Jordan, there's a lot of auctions. My neighbor just stopped up, and we were talking for a little bit. And yesterday, there was a local dairy farm in our town that sold all their cows. I think it was 150 dairy cows they went to auction. And next week, they're sending all their heifers. The end of the month, I don't know about the auction how it's going to go, but I know at the end of there is an auction, I believe. The end of the month, there's another farmer that is an organic farmer, and I just heard tonight that basically they're not taking his milk anymore because he doesn't milk enough. Supposedly you got to have up to 300 cows. I mean, you know how rumors fly, but that's what excuse me, guys. That's what I was just told, that he wasn't milking enough, so they're not taking his milk. And then there's another farm in the next town over, same deal, organic, and they're doing the same thing to him too. So there's 2 more farms, I guess, within the next month that I don't know if they're just going to sell the cows or what's going to happen. And like I said, my wife's uncle is he's a head auctioneer at one of our local sale barns, and talking to him, he's got a sale, at least one sale once a month, if not some or two. Farm sales. I was going to post trail cam video, but the videos were corrupted. What does that mean? What do you mean they were corrupted? Was blind. How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Clayton has an hour left. My kids are upstairs right now in bed. So that's about the right time because you're an hour behind me. Now being back to work now because I leave here about 5:30 to get to work. The boys have been getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning before school now, and both of them are doing chores on their own. So basically the boys have taken almost 100% responsibility of those calves. You don't see any auctions posted. Oh man, I wish I could find it. It's on Facebook. You don't have Facebook. I know it's tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Ralph says, smash that thumbs up. Yeah, Was Blind. That is pretty cool that the boys are getting into it. And they enjoy it. I definitely got that gut feeling that, they're not mumbling under their breath. They're enjoying the animals. They've taken them out quite a few times already and put the halters on them and let them around the yard, let them get some good sunlight and get some of this good weather that we're getting. And it is teaching responsibility. That's for sure, Samson. They're like I said, I mean, they're getting up, they're setting their alarms, they're getting up on their own. I will have the bottles mixed up for them because what I do is we clean the buckets out when they're done drinking the milk, and then I put a little bit of water in there for them if they need a little more. So we just keep mixing everything here in the house and take the bottles out and just dump them into the bucket. But those cows, it only took 5 to 10 seconds to bucket train, and they just were like that. It was quick. It is sad. I feel bad for small dairy farms. Long Farm, yes, our dairyman. Yeah, it is sad because it's out of their control. I mean, what can they do? And I can say every day more and more. I just keep hearing of more small farms, and there's a couple big farms that are basically buying these small farms out after they're done buying their land or renting it, leasing it. And these farmers are going to work for these big farms. They're still staying in the agricultural industry, but it's got to be hard if you've done something so long your whole life and to just uproot and change and work for somebody else, especially when you've been your own boss. Tom Jones said he already smashed that like button. Yeah, it's not a huge deal to me. I mean, I still really don't understand the thumbs up. I always get a couple negatives. It seems like every one of my videos has at least one or two. So I must be making somebody happy. Cattle is a disease. Yeah, it is. It is. I couldn't have put it any better myself. It means when it does not save right or save wrong. Oh, okay. Scary how the small family farms are getting pushed out. Eric, you're absolutely. They're getting pushed out. That's the thing. It's. And a lot of people that like this sale that I'm going to tomorrow is a retirement sale, and I'm sure that this guy probably had a plan. Hey, at this age, I want to be done. I want to enjoy my family, what we have left, and he probably going to be disappointing because I'm sure, the prices aren't what he had thought when he made that plan in his head to retire. Farmall, no, I don't have Twitter. I tried it once years ago and I couldn't figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out Instagram. Facebook, I ain't going to say I have mastered, but it's pretty bad when some can't even afford to hobby farm. Yeah, it is. Because well, what's the meaning of hobby farm? It's a hobby. Everybody has a hobby, and hobbies aren't supposed to be really expensive. And no, it's not a cheap endeavor. That's for sure. That's what it's starting to look like, Farmall. Sorry about that. Whoops. Holy crap. There. No, I was getting back to Farmall's comment. That's what it's looking like. Like I said, these small farms go out. These bigger farms that are around here that are milking 3 to 1,000 cows are buying up the land, leasing the land, buying the barns for their heifers, dry cows, and they're the conglomerates that we have here anymore. Finally got my live stream to work. I'm going to start doing them. When is a good night and time for you guys to be able to watch? I don't want it to be on a night that any of you already are doing one. Well, all I know is, I tend to do mine on Thursday nights. I know Jackie does his on Sunday nights. And then there's just sporadic ones every once in a while. Oh, back. I'm back. Then you guess your hobby isn't a hobby. Why doesn't Farmall put up hay? I hope the future of American ag changes in favor of small farmers, but don't see how that could happen. Yeah. I hope it does too, because we here in America were based on small family farms, enough to support your family. That's what the majority of them were. I'm a crop farmer. I don't have animals that eat hay. You got chickens. Do chickens eat hay? I don't know if mine ever have. BTO wannabe. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Oh, I missed that. I gotta get that comment though. The whole community would be better off if everybody farmed 500 acres instead of 2,500 and 5,000. Rowdy and I were talking about this the other day. If we only bought from within this country, there would be enough need to support all these families, farms, not to mention the economic boost and overall. You're absolutely right. I am a firm believer in buy American, made in American, or made in America. Just I prefer to buy American. I know it's more sometimes, but I do a lot of shopping when it comes to those purchases. Mark Cornell, what's going on, buddy? Electronic Circuit World. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in, guys. My plans this spring. Well, being that I can't be spread manure and we got some all right weather, I'm going to start working next door on the pasture. I got some fence to take down, and I got a couple laneways to cut in the trees so I can get temporary fencing down through there when we start doing the rotational grazing. And I'm just waiting to get the rest of parts and pieces for the water line that we are going to run through the pasture. So next week I'm going to be doing that, And I have a ton of clover seed. I got 70 pounds of red clover and 20 pounds of white clover. And then I have that 100 pounds of pasture blend. It's three grasses. I forgot what it is. I'm going to do some seeding. I got the seeder all ready to go, cleaned up, greased, oiled. Everything works. I just kind of got to figure out the settings on it, and gonna be seeding the pastures over there. I think I'm actually gonna use a really small tractor. That one you guys haven't seen. We got a little John Deere, kind of a compact series. It's a 223 something or whatever. Gonna put the spreader on that, and that's gonna help me get into the two smaller pastures. So, gonna be doing some frost seeding next week and working on fence and just keeping a close eye on cows. And then when the paddock area unthaws, because over the winter it just ended up being a big block of ice, I got to get that cleaned out before we start having calves. Drill here, drill now. Yes, Seth. We got chickens last Sunday. Haven't done a video on them yet. The boys wanted to be in the video. It's kind of they've been taking care of the chickens, and so we just really haven't had a chance to get out there and do a little video on them. But we got 17 chickens. I got 12 layers and 5 meat chickens. The layers are just all kinds of different breeds. I think there's 4 or 5 different layers that we got, types. They had quite a few at Tractor Supply, and I thought the prices were actually really good, especially the meat chickens. The meat chickens were marked down considerably a lot. Well, wasn't going to get any, but I figured what the heck. So we're going to do 5 meat chickens, and we're going to have ourselves a good barbecue this summer. You guys hear anything back yet, Erica? Oh. Yeah, Erica, have you guys, your guys' journey has really piqued my curiosity, and I can't wait to see how it evolves. I think that's great. Your plan should be to buy a John Deere. Good huge thunderstorm just blew through here. Heavy rain and wind. Mark, I'll put $50 that that's what's coming here tonight, because we are supposed to get high winds. We're in a warning from 8 tonight till 8 tomorrow morning, and then there was supposed to be a thunderstorm. So, and it seems like you must be southern Michigan, because it seems like when we're talking, we're getting the same weather. It's just ours is shortly after yours. But yeah, that's what they're calling for, is a thunderstorm tonight. Are you going to video your fence setup when you get to the point? Would love to see that. Yes, I am. I'll probably take a whole day's footage and then just crop it up for you guys. And but yeah, I want to get started on it this week, because I don't want to get behind the 8 ball on that. Because as soon as we can move them over there, I want to. Tom says he's getting that storm here. Well, like I said, I think it's coming here too. When are your cows due? I think, yep, that's what it says. When are your cows due? Second week of April, I believe. I've asked everybody when I put the bowl in, because probably for 6 months I remembered that date in my head. And a dummy me, I should have wrote it down on something so I knew. And now 6 months later, I have a good idea when I put them in. But I know we always try to do it the last week of July. So I think that normally brings me into right around the first to second week of April. We are nearing completion. I'm cleaning out my grandma's apartment. I'm exhausted. She has so much stuff. Cleaning out your grandma's apartment. That sounds like fun. When do calve? When do I calve? I just answered that question. We're gonna start hopefully here the second week of April. And if everything works out, we should be shooting for 12 calves this year. Pouring up here in the North Pole. I thought it always snows in the North Pole. Jordan, you have fat fingers. Is that why every word had a different letter that it wasn't supposed to have in it? Damn cucumber. It strikes again, he says. If I bought a giant deer, I would have to start another channel. Not a bad idea. What would you call that one, though? So that storm had lots of lightning. I know I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I was going to have a surprise. Maybe another vroom vroom. And I don't know. I'm bad at holding secrets. As far as I know, it's a good go. My mother-in-law, when they all went, my mother-in-law, my wife, and my boys went to Florida, she stayed here the night when they got back from the airport. And I made her breakfast, and we were sitting there talking. And she has an old Farmall a Cub, one of them smaller tractors. And it's basically just sits around. She moves it from one shed to another. It's not running. It did run. It has a lot of different attachments. I believe it has a sickle mower. And she's willing to get rid of it. Because I told her that I would be interested. I would like to have that as a project tractor. Angus, you get your gigs welded up. Thanks, Farmall. I am so behind on the comments. Sorry, guys. You shoot for April 1st. End of April, 1st of May for calving. So far, calving's worked for us right around the second week. We've had some freak snowstorms. We've had calves born in the cold weather. We had one almost die last year. Luckily, I think I got home just in time to get it in the barn and dry it off. Oh, I caught up. I guess I wasn't that far behind. Buy it, I meant buy it. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about it. Like I said, I just like the fact that it has the sickle mower. That would be handy for a fence line tractor and edge of the woods. Was that website any help? I'm still learning the Instagram thing. Oh, BTO, I wasn't sure exactly what you were talking about. I was scrolling back through the comments to see if I missed something. Dan Fike's in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Dumb question, as I have been watching much. Where am I located? Samson, I'm in Western New York. We are very close to Lake Erie and very close to Pennsylvania. We are basically the southern western tip of New York. Haven't had a chance to dig into it yet. Okay, you guys were talking. Farmall fanatic. There are always ways to tell if he's seen it good enough. I didn't understand that, Clayton. All right, I'm back. Mark, no, I was just down to the feed mill yesterday getting some feed, and no, they haven't heard anything back. Is that a common thing when you guys hand in your samples? Does it take 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks since they turned it in. Um, what I meant was there are ways to tell if it's an A or a cub. My mother-in-law says a cub, I think. No, Super A. It's a Super A. That's what it is. Does that sound right, guys? It usually takes. Okay, so it does take 2 to 4 weeks for the samples. So then I should be hearing back pretty soon. So very curious. Especially, I'm actually curious to what these hay fields are, because I spread a lot of manure on these hay fields every year, and I'm just wondering if that's been helping, been doing good. Should have hydraulics on it. It'll have like I'll have like a rear remote, because that would be awesome if I could like Ted and rake with that. I've been up there many, many a times, and I've only ever walked by it. And I just heard her talk about it, and I should have. We were gonna go up last weekend, and I was gonna go check it out and maybe possibly load it up on the trailer, but it was just too nice around here to kill a day to run up there. The Super A was an excellent cultivating tractor. Yeah, I believe it has cultivators with it. Um, I don't know. I think she said there's 5 attachments that come with it. You send yours into a private lab, you get results emailed in about 2 to 3 days. Wow. Do you sell your cows, or are they just for freezer? The calves, we raise them up to feeders. So we'll have our calves in April, May, and we'll usually raise them till October, November. And I keep a couple for replacements or to build the herd. And I usually keep 1 or 2 steers for beef. The rest of them go for sale. But I'm thinking since dearly about changing our tactics a little bit, and there's quite a what I want to put it. There's quite a need. People are wanting homegrown beef, and I've had a lot of people ask me if I've been willing to sell a quarter, sell a half, and never really had enough beef to sell. So seriously thinking about maybe keeping 2 or 3 animals every year over and raising them to finish. And because that's what we're going to be doing with those bottle calves that my boys are doing. We're going to be raising those steers for finish. Yes, Little John is alive. Oh, John Stevens, Maple Grove Farms. Are you shacked up in a hotel still, or are you home? Samson, what's up? Any videos in the making, buddy? I think he said he hasn't been in the video making mood, but I got a feeling that we're going to see something here pretty soon. I-29 was closed, and I imagine it was closed due to flooding. Yes, so my wife's mom owns a Super A. They've had it on the dairy farm ever since she was a little kid, I guess. But like I said, it's just one of those tractors now that's probably sat for umpteen years, done nothing with, and it's just gotten to the point now where they can't get it started. So now they're towing it from their heifer barn to their machinery shed now, and then from their machinery shed to the heifer barn. So, because in the heifer barn, they need to be able to get in there, I believe, with the skid steer, so it needs to be out of the way in the summer. And then in the winter, it needs to get out of the machinery shed because all the hay equipment goes in there. We sell halves or wholes, quarters only if needed be. He just checked in. Yeah, John, I'm seriously thinking about it. I think it it's a longer investment, but I think it's a better way to recoup a little bit of money. And I guess if we can get a good product going, I would like to do that. I enjoy keeping the animals on the farm as long as possible. I know they all need to go at some time, but I wouldn't mind actually finishing. But if I decide to do finishing, I'm not going to be doing like I am now. I'm not going to be going to the mill every couple weeks getting grain. I'm going to try getting hooked up with like shelled corn or uh, corn silage or something like that. I know Ted Kaler told me shelled corn would probably be my best bet because we were talking about this last week, I believe, on the other live stream about finishing my the red and white Holstein steers. Had a lot going on personally and kind of put it on the back burner. No, it's totally understandable. When you got stuff going on at home, work, and everything else, and this is a hobby here. For me, probably for many, many of you guys. You should keep a few to butcher and sell meat. We did that last year, and it works really well. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been talking about. I don't want to raise 4 animals or 3 animals and not have buyers. So I got to start putting the feelers out there and seeing if there are people interested and go about it that way. Then I have an idea of what I would need to keep over because I don't want to get stuck with a ton of beef. Help the kids' college fund. Yeah, they're going to need it. But then again, you move to New York, our governor wants to give everybody free college. Don't get me going on that. When I went to college, I had to pay. Finishing steers is like making a car payment every month for the feed bill. Get a deposit on them. Yeah, that's what Dan, my buddy Dan from the Overland Farm, that's what he does. He gets a deposit out of these people. And they also, a lot of them choose to pay. Like they'll give them a monthly payment of $50, $100. So by the time he's ready to butcher those animals, a lot of those people are almost already paid up. So he's never got stuck. You got everything he needs, and magneto and fires bad. People want fresh and local. Don't have to be organic or grass fed. No, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of 100% grass fed beef. I've had a couple steaks out of some really well taken care of grass fed animals in this area, and I wasn't impressed with the flavor. Cracked corn on Holsteins. And finish on some good stem hay. Some of these around here have buyers before they even reach slaughter weight. Yeah, that if I was to decide to go that route and do a couple slaughter animals, I would definitely have to have a couple buyers lined up. And I like the idea of a deposit. What's everything for free? Sorry, New Yorkers voted her in. Oh, nah, not me. Not me. There's only one part of New York that votes these people in, and it ain't anywhere as near as where I live. Graze them on cover crops, and you won't need much feed. Yeah, we don't have any cover crops. Well, we don't have any row crops or and grazing. I guess I'm not really set up for like winter grazing or anything like that. It's a great way to do it. Helps with the feed bill. Yeah. We go treat corn now. They cost down $2,000. That is pretty good money. Yeah, that is good. They find out you have fresh beef, you will be turning them away. Yeah, like I said, I've had, even a couple guys at work they're asking. These guys are excited because, I don't know, I'm either going to get 4 or 6 pigs here within the next 2 to 4 weeks. And I already got people asking, for halves. So pigs I've never had any trouble getting rid of. And we're going to get back into that. I've had a lot of demand for people wanting pigs, pork. Still want corn for flavor and marble. Yeah, John. I'd have to. I mean, me personally, I know some people do really swear by they like the taste of the grass-fed beef, or all organic or all natural, whatever. Um, Yeah, to each his own. We're all entitled to our own opinions, but I know me personally, when I had those couple steaks that I had out of just a pure grass-fed cow, was really bland, flavorless, and they did use seasoning, and I was not a fan of it. People down here get skinny cheap cows, fatten them up, and sell them. Flip cows. They put them in. Don't live in the illusion of power protecting them is all part of the plan. How do some of you guys market your beef? Social media or word of mouth? I know our pork, we just do word of mouth. A lot of people lately around here are doing social media. I see it on Facebook all the time. Local farms that have halves, wholes, and quarters for sale, and then some of them have 100-pound packages where you get like 20 pounds of hamburger meat, a couple steaks, roast, stuff like that. Anybody raise hogs to butcher and sell? Yeah, if you're interested, Brenton, I'm going to have 4 or 6 here within the next 2 to 4 weeks. So if you're interested, just send me a check and I'll raise you a fat hog. You just took 6 hogs to the butcher. Everybody loves bacon. Yes, that is my favorite breakfast food. A good steak needs nothing but flame. Ralph, you're absolutely right. You need card for cattle feed. I probably wouldn't qualify. That's the problem. It seems like if you ever need it the most, you hear these stories about people that need this help and can't get it because they worked the previous year and they made $2 too much or something. I hear stories like that and it bugs me. It bugs me a lot because that system's there to help people, and when they turn somebody down that's in need of help, it really bugs me. You love buying local beef and pork. 30 to 45 days. Samson, I must have missed. Oh, I feed cracked corn and free choice grass hay. And the key I have found is the last 30 to 40 days, switch them to whole corn. So you actually crack your corn and then you finish them on whole corn. Okay. Word of mouth. Websites and social media. Be careful how you market. We sell a live animal. Customers pay processing. Local got in trouble for selling out of his freezer. Not cheap. Yeah, because I believe you got to have all kinds of licenses, and it has to be USDA. If you're selling it out of your freezer, I believe it's got to be USDA inspected, right? And you probably have to have certain licenses and stuff like that. $100 a half. Cannon Customs. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you. That's a new face. Cool. Rocky 260 or so. Especially when you raise your bacon. I had 2 pigs and I named them pork chop and bacon. We always name ours freezer and roast. Hey, hang on one second, guys. Michigan hay sale. What did you guys say? There's no special license you need. You just have to have it processed at a USDA inspected facility. Yes. And I believe there is some butchers around here that are not USDA inspected. Because a lot of their packages will say not for resale. I do know the one that I'm using now currently. They ended up doing my deer for me this year, and I set up an appointment for my steer, and they are USDA inspected. I saw my cotton. Have it in my freezers. Bush. Bush. I was just watching that commercial here not too long ago where that guy's blindfolded. He's sitting in the chair and he opens the can and goes, Bush. And he asks what beer it was. I find stupid humor funny. Alright. Base it off local fat prices in the auction. If you can get $1,600 a fat auction, I charge like $900 to $1,000 per half. Hanging is usually 6% of live. Meat in the freezer is usually 65% of hanging. All right, that's actually a good one to know because I do know that I just know about hogs because we've only ever raised hogs for butcher, and I do know a hog is usually dressed out hanging a third of the weight. So it's actually, I better go back to that comment because I was always curious about that. So 65%. Denny's Country Life. Chris, what's going on, buddy? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, that's not a Pepsi. That's how they make them here in New York. Hey man, I finally made one of your live streams. Cheers. Yes, cheers to you, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. That's awesome. Kind of a quiet night. I don't know, just not a whole lot going on. Like I said, all I've been up to is just spreading manure. Now I've been halted at that. I can't do any more until we start getting dry ground now. So that's been kibosh, but we'll switch gears and we're going to start getting the summer pasture ready. Bush latte. Yep. So we are putting fresh, sustainable beef in people's freezers for $4.75 a pound. processing is almost a buck. And that's the way a lot of people. I'm getting a funny look from my wife. uh, some people just haven't come to the realization that I like to sit here and talk to my phone when nobody's actually there. Chris is here. Now the party can begin. Who else? Oh, I tell you what, man, you're something else. You're a hoot. You'd be fun to hang out with for a weekend. Just watch your last video. I hope it's growing season. It can't be though. I'm sorry. You guys, are you reading the comments? Tell the wifey not to be so shy. My wife does not like the camera. She refuses. Someday we'll get her this summer when she's helping doing hay when she least expects it. John, oh my God, you're funny. Oh, oh my God! I'm sorry. I get them. I grab them up. I'm still laughing. Oh my God. I can just picture everybody busting a gut. Oh my. How long does it take a pig to get the butcher weight? Usually 5 months. Breton. Usually, yeah, I would say I can get mine after getting them. We usually don't get them till they're 8 weeks old. So I would say right around 5 months I can get them. But now here's the thing is I got to find somebody to get these into because our steer, I'm booked a year. No, I'm booked a year in advance. That was the earliest day that they could get me in for my steer. I had to go a year out. And it's actually later than what I wanted. I like to raise the steers right up to about 18 months. That's going to take him into 21 months. Your wife's giving you the evil eye too? Mine wasn't giving me mine the evil eye. She was just rolling her eyes like I'm a nut. I'm still laughing. That made my night. Do you get slab bacon back from the butcher or sliced? Sliced. And then basically the jowls, we get our jowls smoked and we get that slabbed. And what we do is they're called bacon drip sandwiches. You take the jowl bacon, you basically serrate it so it looks like a checkerboard. You go about an inch deep. You cook it over an open fire. Once that bacon grease starts to drizzle, you dab it on rye bread. Yes, rye bread. Right. Once you get that really, really greased up really good with the bacon juice, the bread, you take the bacon because it's cooked up a little bit, you slice that layer off, and it's a repeated process. Once you get enough bacon on that sandwich, you take fresh onions, green peppers, and tomatoes and put salt and pepper on it. and that is what we call a bacon drip sandwich. My grandfather was up from tip of Maine, is where they grew up, and that was like a delicacy for them. And he brought that back from Maine. Oh, they fail to see the humor. Samson, it is really, really good. And you guys are going to get to follow me along because we usually do it probably 3 times a year. And it's a big family ordeal. I don't have any of my grandparents around and stuff like that, but still the rest of the family gets together. And we try to do it at least 2 or 3 times a year. And it's our bacon drip night. And we drink a lot of Pepsis and we eat bacon drip sandwiches till we can eat no more. And you guys will get to see what they are, and they are delicious. Yes, Erica, they are. They are really, really good. They're really, really half and half healthy for you because you got all them fresh vegetables, but you're just loading that rye bread with the bacon grease, and then you just take that slab bacon. And there's something about jowl bacon; it just smoked. I love it. I actually have a hunk that I was gonna pull out of the freezer and just cook up just to eat. Well, guys, I suppose I usually shoot for an hour. That's my limit usually. So, any hobbies? I can answer a couple more questions though. Any hobbies? Yeah, I love to hunt. I'm an avid archery hunter. Um, Probably archery hunt more than shotgun. Uh, I love to ice fish, and I did not make it out once this year. Uh, Trying to think what else. Hunting, fishing. I spend a lot of time with my boys. My boys are starting to get involved in sports, so I try to help out with the teams. Try to help out with my son's football team a little bit. My other son is really into basketball. Just make sure that's kind of my. It's not really. Well, it is a hobby, and it isn't. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching the kids go play their games, and kind of just brings me back to my childhood memories. But oh, and camping. We love camping. We usually go about 5 or 6 times during the summer. We'll go away for long weekends, usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weather permitting. If it's decent out and hay can be done, usually we'll stay back, or sometimes we'll even go camping just local. 15 minutes away, and I can just go up there and crash at the night after done doing hay and stuff like that. So we do a lot of camping in the summer. Have a good night, quitters. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna check out of here. I really appreciate you guys all stopping in tonight. I know kind of tonight was maybe a little lower key, quieter. Like I said, I'm just getting into my groove of my new work shift, trying to get back in the swing of things. So, I look forward to talking to you guys all next Sunday. You guys are all more than welcome to come by and hang out. Get a video or two out to you guys probably this weekend. And I really look forward to checking all your guys' videos out. So thank you for stopping in again, guys. Have a safe night. I hope the weather doesn't hinder you guys any more than it already has because it's BS. It's not not fair. If I could give you 10 degrees of the 60 degrees that we're having here, I would. But it don't work like that. But I hope you guys stay safe. And hopefully we're going to be done with this crap really soon. So have a good night, guys. Look forward to talking to y'all real soon.